wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and
What the? Who the blankety blank does that? Who overcharges Detroit property taxpayers more than $600 million, then refuse a refund or a tax credit? Who then asks for $250 million more in property taxes for blight? Don't be bamboozled. The Mikey cartel is the who. Who continues to approve property taxes for a gang we do not trust to spend our money? Homes stolen for property taxes we never owed in the first place. Land Bank Authority out of control, taking people's homes. No real contracts for our black businesses, and few if any jobs for those who pay property taxes. Proposal N is a property tax scam. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election.
this is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy E. Jones and want to thank you for joining us today and want you to have a wonderful, wonderful day. I want you to have a wonderful life, in fact, and tell your friends about the Talk Beat Jones today. That's right, today. You can reach us, tell your friends they can watch us on the Roku box, the Apple, Amazon, Echo, Fire Stick, Alexa, Facebooks, and other live streaming systems. You can put yourself ready to talk to us right about now as we go out around the world. That's right. We go around the world so that people can listen to you, can hear what you have to say, what's on your mind on the Talk Beat Jones show. Again, I am Billy Jones. The number to call is 313-868-0342. 868-0342. Second number, 868-0351. 868-0351. Third number, 868-4336, and the area code is 313. Prepare to call and let's talk on the Talk Beat Jones show. And just before we get ready to go on the show, we want you to ask yourself this question. They say that the vaccine is moving fast. Made me cough thinking about fast vaccine. Now they say there's a problem. I was asking the question before, how many people in this test that are taking this test, how many are black? How many folks have the process of, thank you, how many people have the process, thank you. My brother, you're so great. Can I say your name? Yes. I've got Timmy Tim with me today, and I want my folks in Oakland, California to know, to recognize Soul Beat, that we got the combination right about here in Detroit, Michigan. Timmy Tim handling the business, and Billy is out front here. And sometimes we hope to get Timmy Tim on the air with me. But again, if you have a process of thinking, do they take black folks that have the conditions that we have, the underlying conditions that we have? Or are they just taking folks, but they found a problem? I just want to put an alert there. But right now I want to go to one other question. They're talking about these surges now that people are partying and children are going back to school. That's right, children, youngsters. And they're having all these problems. But the question is, what about Donald Trump when he's having his rallies? When you look at his rallies, all of those folks out there, none of them, basically, maybe 2% have a mask. But do you hear about the people talking about the surge that's going to happen after Donald Trump's rallies? they say it takes about a week or two before you start receiving the results. And these people are coming from everywhere, going back to everywhere. Just want to put that on your mind as well. You can see that the colleges are having problems in returning to schools and returning the children to actually be in the classroom. There's a problem. So if the colleges are having a problem, what about our children who are in that K to 12 situation? We got a problem, y'all. And the question is, if they're doing everything by computer, what is going to happen to us understanding how to be socialized without socializing between problems, bad, problems, good, problems with. Good morning. You're on the Talk Beat Jones show. I am Billy Jones. Can I get your first name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Mary of Oakland, California.
Well, hold on, Mary, just a moment, okay?
All right.
Okay, go right ahead.
Oh, I can talk now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You're so kind, Billy.
Yes, yes.
Well, I like to wring your neck. Anyway.
I love you too.
Anyway, can I first talk about Rochester, New York?
Okay, dude, we're moving right along, please.
Okay, because for one thing, the police chief has resigned, and his staff has resigned. And maybe that will put a stop to some of the protests. The mayor is black. The police chief is black. Most of his staff is black. I'd like to know what went on and what went wrong with that police department.
Okay. What else now?
And we're talking about the virus. Well, that's a smart virus. It seems to go after the blacks and poor people. People wake up. That virus is man-made. That virus is a little too smart, and it's making a lot of people happy because we're the ones who are getting it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
People wake up.
People wake up. Well, let me do this. Let me do this because it sounds that way, but we know of folks that we've lost, and so I don't put a smile on my face when I hear conversation about the virus because we've got folks out there who have actually lost folk that they love. So, okay. Hold on, please, okay? Or hold on.
Yep.
This is the Talk Beat Jones. Once again, I am Billy Jones. And can I get your first name, your conversation, please? Hello? Okay, I'll put you on hold. This is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy Jones. Can I get your first name, your conversation, please? Hello? Okay. Apparently, we're having a problem with that line or the other line. Let me go back. Mary, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, hold on. Let me check my other line so I can see if I've got to try to clear
go
them,
ahead.
okay? Because the lines are showing that there's folks there. Hello? Are you on the line?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're there?
342.
Okay, hold on just a moment, okay? Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? If you're not there, I got to clear this line. Thank you. That line is cleared. If you want to call in, you can try to call in right now, and I can put you on it, get you ready. Hey, sir, can I hear that commercial, that advertisement? Okay, I want you to understand, folk, that we have information that you need. Right about now, you need to get ready to call and talk to your friends and let them know they need to tune in to the Talk Beat Jones from wherever you are in the world. Whatever state you are, right about now, whatever city, wherever you are, you need to call in. We've got information coming up for you that talks about Detroit, but you will be able to use this information for your city, your state, whatever you have that's going to come up. Listen to this, and you're going to find out how you're going to be using it because I want you to tell everybody, let's get ready to make a change. Let's get ready to make a difference. Let's get ready to be standing up. Are you ready, Tim? All right, here we go. Timmy Tim is my man.
What the? Who the blankety blank does that? Who overcharges Detroit property taxpayers more than $600 million, then refuse a refund or a tax credit? Who then asks for $250 million more in property taxes for blight? Don't be bamboozled. The Mikey cartel is the who. Who continues to approve property taxes for a gang we do not trust to spend our money? Homes stolen for property taxes we never owed in the first place. Land Bank Authority out of control, taking people's homes. No real contracts for our black businesses, and few if any jobs for those who pay property taxes. Proposal N is a property tax scam. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election.
You can have your own part.
Jason Childress, Anita Downer, Arthur Pugh II, and young, talented, gifted Phillips. Young, talented, and gifted Phillips. There we go. Okay. Thank you for joining us very early. And let's go right here. Hello.
Morning, Billy.
Hi. Well, here it is. Now, folks, excuse me before you say another word. Folks, get yourself comfortable. Get whatever you get comfortable with, whomever you get comfortable with. Let us get ready to rumble on the Talk Beat Jones show. Again, I am Billy E. Jones, and I want to say to you this real quickly before I bring this young lady on. This is your chance to understand what a true warrior, a queen, will do when she loves her people. Can I introduce to you Miss Agnes Hitchcock? Call them out. And there is another group you're working with, Miss Hitchcock. What's the name of that group?
The New Nation of Islam.
The New Nation of Islam. That's
under the direction of Son of Man.
Under the direction of Son of Man. And real quickly, this building that we are sitting in right now, for folks who don't know, we're going to give you a little history as Miss Agnes Hitchcock is going to talk to you and going to get you hipped up on some stuff. This building right here, the name that she just gave to you, that man and Mr. J.D. Hill. You do know Mr. J.D. Hill, don't you, Agnes?
Oh, yes. J.D.
Okay.
Hill is one of the people who always kept his hand over me,
Yes.
protected me,
And
protected Call Him Out,
and
always supportive, always provided airtime,
and
never abandoned us, even to date.
and Agnes, I want folks to know that Mr. J.D. Hill and the other young man, Son of Man, is part of the mortgage burning group that helped pay the money, get the money up to pay for this building, the mortgage early.
That's
Early,
right.
y'all. I mean, the building's paid off. But there's other building properties that Mr. Watkins and Associates have put together, so there's other bills and equipment, etc. And J.D. never stepped back, always stepped forward when it came time to help his people. And I wanted to say that, Miss Hitchcock, because I want to let people know that Miss Hitchcock was always supported by Mr. J.D. Hill. And Billy Jones, who came in to Detroit in 2004, had nobody. One professor lady who loved me and brought me here. Had nobody, no friends, no relatives, nobody. But Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, Timmy Tim, and then along was Mr. J.D. Hill. Adopted me, made me, helped me become what I am in Detroit. Gave me my sister that I looked on TV and said, I like her. I want to be with her. I want to be with him as a part of his team. And by being a part of J.D. Hill's team, I became a part of Miss Agnes Hitchcock's team. This is my sister, y'all. Call them out.
Call Him Out.
Go ahead, Miss Agnes Hitchcock.
Thank you so much, Billy, for the opportunity. And I'm always grateful that
The station has always been there serving in the interests of black people. It always gave us an opportunity to come to the airways when we needed to get information out for our people. RJ, Mr. Tyler, Timmy Tim, you and the team have always been there. And today, I'm here to raise the alarm, call to action for our people. The homeowners in the city of Detroit have been under brutal assault with the loss of their property for years. And now it's at a point where it's either fight or flight. We've decided that we're going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
A little background is some years back, the decision was made to expedite, to speed up the time it took for homeowners to lose their property for back taxes. It went from 5 years to 3 years. Also impacting the situation today is the fact that there was a real estate crisis in the country. And property was overvalued. Where the homeownership loss comes in is that the city of Detroit charged the residents property taxes at the over-assessed value.
Ms. Hitchcock, let me just do a quickie. We have an audience that's also listening to us from the West Coast, from the California area and other areas. So we have to let them, I want you to know that they're listening to you as well in those areas, Ms. Hitchcock.
Thank you. When I spoke on the Son of Man's program, and I'm going to talk to his people Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whenever he's on the air, he's given me the opportunity to speak all across the country in different places.
Monday nights, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
And Sunday.
And while you're doing that real quickly, don't forget you are live. I mean, Ammunition Live, Blowing Up Live on Tuesdays from what time?
On Tuesdays from 11 to 12, I'm on the Baker A. Thompson's Red Line Detroit.
Yes.
So the listeners can also catch me there.
Yes.
I want to see if I can stay focused a little bit.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be quiet.
So the properties were over-assessed, which caused the tax bills to go up wrongfully. So when they were over-assessed, the people of Detroit were over-assessed more than $600 million on their property taxes. So now you've sped up how long it takes to lose your property, in addition to the fact that you're over-assessing the property, which caused homeowners to fall back in their taxes. Some homeowners couldn't pay their taxes. They went delinquent. Other homeowners took out loans to pay taxes. Other homeowners made sacrifices to pay taxes, those over-assessed property taxes. When the mayor gave his State of the City address, he addressed the problem by saying, the $600 million that was stolen from the residents of the city of Detroit is spent. It's gone. We don't have it anymore. And that it is illegal for him to give us a tax credit or a refund check. So keeping in mind that people lost their homes because they didn't pay property taxes that they really didn't owe. People were driven into these crazy payment agreements where there's fines and penalties and interest rates that are unbearable. They would put the people in payment agreements, and they were so ridiculous that the people couldn't even keep up with the payment agreements. So many properties, homes in Detroit, went into foreclosure.
When they were going to foreclosure, the city would have an auction quite naturally. So, thinking about the $600 million that you've been overcharged, they're selling your property to some speculator or some new Detroit resident for a reduced price, many times for less than you actually owed in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So you've lost your home, somebody has bought it for less than you owe in taxes, and then the city oftentimes would give them a grant to make repairs on that property. So they would, I say there's always a way to screen black people out. You couldn't, a black person can't, the rules would say, well, your taxes have to be paid up. You can't have any taxes in arrears. You must have insurance on your property, and you also must qualify for the loan. That's after they've sold your property to somebody else in the city of Detroit who just moved into the city of Detroit.
Now, Miss Hitchcock, I do not have as much time as the other gentlemen have when they have you on the air. And I want to be able to have the people to really, because there are folks who don't understand what you're saying. This is no on Proposition N, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
I came to you to talk about no on Proposal N. Calamount wants Detroit homeowners and residents and voters to vote no on Proposal N because Mayor Duggan has said that Proposal N is to clean up blight, to tear down 8,000 houses, and to repair 8,000 houses. So this proposal is a property tax. It is going to be attached to your tax bill, and it is going to be collected on your tax bill. And if you don't pay it and you still have property, you could lose it. So we're in a fight. We're in a war. But this is just a battle for black homeownership in the city of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I challenge Mayor Duggan to meet me anywhere to state to the people why people who have lost their homes for taxes they didn't owe should fund a project to tear down more houses and restore houses for people moving into the city of Detroit to purchase these houses at a bargain rate. I challenge him to meet me on your TV station. I challenge him to meet me on Son of Man's program. I challenge him to meet me on Flashpoint. I challenge him to meet me any place in the city of Detroit. I challenge him to meet me in the middle of Woodward Avenue. He can do anything that he wants. He can block traffic and reroute the traffic all around anywhere he wants to. We have COVID in the city of Detroit that is just devastating our people. So Woodward Avenue would be a good place to social distance for him to lay out a reason why people in the city of Detroit should support Proposal N, which will tax them. It's a property tax. It's on your tax bill. In addition to that, we're rolling out our kickoff in opposition to Proposal N this coming Saturday, September 12th. We will meet on the corner of Myers and 7 Mile, right there in the area where there's a big home improvement store. We'll be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we will leave that site and distribute literature from 8 Mile to Finkel, from Wyoming to Schaefer. We're going to cover those areas in the city of Detroit, educating people, informing people, and telling people that it is not in our best interest to vote to support Proposal N. We recommend that they vote no on Proposal N. Proposal N is a tax
You ready,
scam.
Jim?
It is definitely a tax scam. So
Now, when you say it's a tax scam, explain when you say it's a tax scam, because again, we have folks who are not familiar, but I mean, just stay where you are and just why would you say it's a tax scam?
it is a tax scam because you're asking people who have possibly lost their grandmother's property for less than the property taxes that the property was lost for, a new person into the city of Detroit is able to purchase that property, get a loan on it. That is a blow to black homeownership in the city of Detroit. It's devastating. It drives black people out of the city of Detroit. It steals our wealth. Our homeownership is our wealth. So it's a tax scam because you're asking black people in the poorest, blackest city in America to fund an opportunity for new people who are coming into the city of Detroit getting property. It's a tax scam. They tell you, well, we're going to clean up blight. Nobody likes blight, but why ask me to fund restoration of a property when I've already had $600 million stolen from me that you refuse to give back?
Well,
and
go right ahead.
after you've stolen that $600 million, you're asking me to pay to make a better life for somebody who moves into the city of Detroit.
Ms. Hitchcock, when you say 600 million was stolen, can you break that down again for folks who are listening from all over and they're saying, well, how can they steal 600 million? What does she mean?
They overassessed the properties to the tune of $600 million or more in the city of Detroit. So that's how it was stolen. If you know that a soda costs 9 cents and a clerk charges you 15 cents for it, you expect that they will give you the difference between 9 and 15 cents or give you a credit slip. So the city of Detroit overcharged the people in the city of Detroit on property taxes and refused to give a credit or a refund, which you should be able to expect if you go in the store and you're overcharged for anything. You expect that you can get a credit or a refund. So they offer no credits on the property taxes. They just say, well, that's over. Let's get over that. We need to move on and continue the rehabilitation of the city or whatever it is. No, you've taken people's homes for taxes they didn't owe, and we're going. This is where we put the stake in the ground.
That was the question: is that folks actually lost their homes after they were overtaxed, Ms. Hitchcock?
Yes, absolutely. People lost property because they were charged taxes they never owed in the first place.
So the homes were stolen.
The homes were stolen. Absolutely. That's what I've been saying. The homes were stolen. When you take somebody's home and sell it off for taxes they don't owe, that's a theft. That's a robbery. Homelessness in the city of Detroit. If you're homeless, that causes mental illness. You almost can't function. The thought that you had a property that you inherited from your grandmother or you purchased.
Thank you. Because I was going to ask, didn't for folks again who don't know, didn't Detroit have the highest black ownership of homes in the nation?
Absolutely. Detroit was known as the black homeownership capital in the United States of America. Black home ownership capital in the city of Detroit. And it is deliberate that black people are being assaulted. Our home ownership is being attacked. It's being stripped from people illegally, fraudulently. So this is where we put the stake in the ground. People need to join in this effort because one person can't do it. We all have some skin in this game. We all need shelter.
Well, Ms. Hitchcock, in about a minute, we're going to go to that advertisement. That's your voice on this advertisement. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so we're going to go to that commercial that it's not a commercial. It is a call to action.
It's a public service announcement.
It is it is an announcement of call to action for folks to let us know what needs to happen now. Not need to happen, what has to happen. To him, whenever you're ready, we're ready.
What the? Who the blankety blank does that? Who overcharges Detroit property taxpayers more than $600 million, then refuse a refund or a tax credit? Who then asks for $250 million more in property taxes for blight? Don't be bamboozled. The Mikey cartel is the who. Who continues to approve property taxes for a gang we do not trust to spend our money? Homes stolen for property taxes we never owed in the first place. Land Bank Authority out of control, taking people's homes. No real contracts for our black businesses, and few if any jobs for those who pay property taxes. Proposal N is a property tax scam. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election.
That's it. That's it. And Ms. Hitchcock, before you start back, there is a telephone number. I know I'm kind of messing with you a little bit here, but your telephone number for folks who are going to want to participate, who may want to get this commercial, is 313-874-2792. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, please pick up where you left off, please. Thank you.
Everybody has some skin in this game. We have to defeat Proposal N in the city of Detroit. It does not make sense to ask people to fund any kind of venture at the expense of their own people and their family. If we approve this property tax on us, it does nothing for our community. If you go out, if you look around your city, your neighborhood, downtown is thriving. It's booming. It's looking good. Anybody who comes into the city of Detroit, especially a corporation, can come in and get a tax abatement. They can get some of the taxpayers' money. They can get land for little or nothing. They are doing well. The people in the city of Detroit are funding that. We are funding our own demise. So this Saturday, I'm encouraging you to come out. You've got skin in the game. You've got a reason to fight. You've got a reason to have hope. You have something. We have something that we can do in the city of Detroit to beat back this new property tax. Join us. Join us. Be ready. We need drivers. We need public address systems. We need walkers. We have literature. We're going to walk the entire city of Detroit to put out the alarm, put out a call to action.
Yes.
To let people know to vote no on Proposal N.
Ms.
So
Hitchcock.
I encourage the people to call me
Uh-huh.
at area code 313
Yes.
874-2792.
Hold up, Ms. Hitchcock. That number, somebody said, give it to me again, Ms. Hitchcock.
That number is area code 313-874-2792.
I'm going to put a pause for a moment. Now, again, you say, Billy, you don't do it like the others. No, I don't. But, Ms. Hitchcock, I want folks to understand who you are real quickly, and then we'll come back to this. Ms. Hitchcock, you have been arrested. Not one time, maybe not two, maybe not three. But can you tell us why you have been cited by the folks that you have had strong feelings for the community in what you were opposing?
Billy, I have a hard time following lawless directions. I was arrested at a school board meeting when they were taking a vote to close down 50 schools in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
I digress. We had 182 Detroit public schools when they started, I call it, screwing around with our school system.
Yes.
Today we're down to 30 or less public schools in the city of Detroit, and we're flooded with inferior charter schools. So I was arrested at that school board meeting for throwing grapes
A grape.
at the board members in order to disrupt that vote.
And you were the only one with the group that went there that actually hit him, threw a grape.
Yes.
Everybody else stood back, but you actually did what y'all talked about. You actually threw the grape because you are incensed about the way that your children and our children are being treated in the city of Detroit, because they said once the population in our schools in Detroit goes under 100,000 people, all hell was 100,000 students, all hell was going to break out. And is that what happened?
That's what happened. And another thing, Billy, I have to remind people that we can't be selfish. What we have to do is when see someone else being disrespected or mistreated, we cannot just think about ourselves. We can't say, oh, well, I don't have any children in school, so that's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
My water is not shut off. That's not my problem. I'm still in my house and I pay my taxes. That's not my problem. My thinking is that if I see someone who has been being mistreated, it's just a matter of time before they get to me. So if I can do anything to help the person who's being mistreated at that particular time, I'm actually establishing protections for myself.
Yes, yes.
So Call 'em Out was started because we wanted to hold elected officials accountable in the city of Detroit, particularly black elected officials, because oftentimes they lose their way.
Yes, yes.
They're seduced by white people, politicians, money, different things. So we attempt to hold their feet to the fire. So this is an effort right there. We don't have anybody standing up for us in this particular case.
Yes, yes.
The NAACP with Wendell Anthony has not filed a lawsuit on behalf of the black people in the city of Detroit. The black people that are in the administration turn a blind eye to the people in the city of Detroit. We have a majority black city council in the city of Detroit, and they have not seen fit to step up. So it's up to the people
Yes.
in the community in the city of Detroit to step up and take this battle on their own. It is us who have a vote on November 3rd.
So this is
So,
December 3rd, November, was that?
excuse me, November 3rd.
November 3rd, yes.
November 3rd for the general election.
Yes.
So it is us who have to put the call out to our friends, our neighbors, our relatives, anybody who has an interest and has some skin in this game in the city of Detroit. And I say everybody has skin in this game.
That's right.
Because we all need shelter.
And you spoke about the
So-
fact that they are taking the homes, and I just step in, Miss Hitchcock. I know that's what shouldn't do this, but when you were talking about, I was thinking about the homes as being lost that was due to be turned over to the family's children, may have been an investment for their grandchildren, and that's gone. That's
That
gone.
is how you destroy wealth in our community.
Okay.
For most black people, because we've been screened out of so many opportunities,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the only wealth pretty much that we have in our families
Yes.
is our homes.
Yes.
So we pass our homes on to our children. As a matter of fact, my daughter's house was passed on to her from her father's grandparents.
Yes.
So in our community, that is how we gain wealth. You can use your equity in a property to start a business. You can use your equity in a property to send your kid to college.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you have your home, you can use your equity for a medical bill if that comes to be. So I'm saying that is where our wealth is if we're able to hold on to our property. So we must do everything we possibly can. That is why we've decided to mount this opposition to Proposal N.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the sound of my voice should vote no on Proposal N. We should tell our friends, our neighbors, we should show up on Saturday morning to walk, to door knock, to pass out literature, to do everything we possibly can to defeat this proposal. Proposal N is a tax scam. It's a three-card molly. It's a sleight of hand because it takes property and money from black people and transfer it to the benefit of people who are moving into our community at this point. So, once again, my phone number is area code 313-874-2792. That's area code 313-874-2792.
Well,
And
right.
for those people who have not been able to find out how much they were overcharged
Mm-hmm.
when they overassessed the properties,
Yes.
they can use that same phone number, and that should give you reason to get smoking mad to find out that you've been overcharged on your property tax.
Miss Hitchcock,
Yes.
I want to take another time to play your announcement.
I certainly appreciate that.
And I will also want to say to Demetra Smiley, Carolyn Taylor, Howard Wright, Francine E. Shaw, Shane, and had no knowledge of this info. Thank you. Okay, Francine, thank you. And I want to thank the audience that's talking with us on the Facebook. And next week I'm coming. I got a whole list, about 100, 300 people that I'm going to try to give you some love, because you've been giving me love. But we're going to play that announcement, Ms. Hitchcock. And I want to ask this question before we play that announcement. If I'm a person and I have a group and I'm getting doggone mad at what's going on, and I want to join this effort with Ms. Hitchcock, the Call 'Em Out group. And what is the name of the other group?
This is called the Vote No on Proposal In campaign.
Got it.
Call 'em out has always been established, but let me say, if I may, to
Please.
your listening audience.
Okay, commercial be ready. Mm-hmm.
Well, just start it up whenever you get ready.
No, go ahead.
That we're in this together.
Yes.
Anybody can join in. You can pick up flyers from me. You can make up your own flyer if you don't want to use Call 'Em Out's flyer. You can go out and get Vote No on Proposal In buttons. You can contribute to this effort directly to me. When I say that, we've already purchased 10,000 flyers. We purchased commercials on the air. We are going to go out on Saturday to deliver flyers. We do everything. We're going to give the city of Detroit a fight like they've never had in their life before.
And I just got to say this. You mentioned you're purchasing time. Your group is purchasing time, and it's costly to do the flyers and all the announcements, etc. But you brought money to this black station. And I want to ask, before we go to the commercial, the announcement, how many other folks out there can say their candidate that they're saying, I'm going to vote for, is concerned when we talk about all the Black Lives Matter, Buy Black, Do Black? How many of you can tell us that your candidate that's running for office, that you're saying, I'm in love with this candidate, have brought a dime to this leading black station, media outlet that we have out of Detroit? How many of your candidates have brought a dime to this station, and they can talk about how much money they've raised, and you're going to tell me that they can't spend money with the white station, but they can't find no money to spend with the black station, and they say to you, I want your support? Tim, can we hear that commercial? I got the man, Timmy Tim, with me.
What the? Who the blankety blank does that? Who overcharges Detroit property taxpayers more than $600 million, then refuse a refund or a tax credit? Who then asks for $250 million more in property taxes for blight? Don't be bamboozled. The Mikey Cartel is the who. Who continues to approve property taxes for a gang we do not trust to spend our money? Homes stolen for property taxes we never owed in the first place. Land Bank Authority out of control, taking people's homes. No real contracts for our black businesses, and few if any jobs for those who pay property taxes. Proposal N is a property tax scam. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election.
Yes.
Would you please tell the audience, the family from around the world, regardless of where they are, they can get a copy. Can you explain how they can get a copy of a commercial that you're running, play it to their group, or play it to their satisfaction, and then participate? Because we have folks who are from Detroit, still registered to vote in Detroit, that that are not located right at this point in Detroit?
Excellent, Billy. They can send an email to Make Us Whole Detroit. Of course, lowercase letters, no spacing between it, at gmail.com. That's Make Us Whole Detroit at gmail.com. And I can send them the literature. I can send them the actual commercial that we have running there at the station. And if they think they need to use this pattern that we're laying out in the city of Detroit, I'll give them all the information that we have. And, you know, if I don't know how close our time is to running out,
We still
but I
good.
do want to say that Son of Man gives, call them out, great support. The young people with Detroit Will Breathe have agreed to help us distribute literature and walk in the city of Detroit. We just get great love and great participation from so many organizations and groups in the city of Detroit. And we welcome, we just welcome anybody who wants to get in on this fight. If we know that somebody is in opposition to Proposal N, they need to step up. Candidates who are running for office, we need to know where they stand on this particular issue.
You say make them accountable?
Make them accountable. We need to smoke them out and make them go do a press conference. They need to put out a statement saying whether they support or oppose Proposal N in the city of Detroit.
And this is
Because
not
the
about
truth
being
is-
a Democrat or a Republican. This is about you.
This
as a
is about the assault on black homeownership in the city of Detroit. So that's what this is about. If somebody wants to represent the people in the city of Detroit, they should be happy to represent black people homeownership in the city of Detroit.
Hold on, Miss
So,
Hitchcock, just a moment.
once
Just hold
again-
on, hold on, Miss Hitchcock, because I want to let you complete. But hold on just a moment. Yes, do you have any questions or thoughts, real quickly, please?
Yes, this is Cop. This is going on everywhere, and thank you. It happens in California. The banks, the loan companies, they raise the mortgages so they can kick black people out, and they wind up on the street under a tent.
You remember West Oakland, right?
Oh yeah,
That's what happened in West Oakland, and they got all the black
and it's
folks out
still
of those
going on.
They got all those black folks out of those big, beautiful homes, and the white folks moved in,
Victoria.
and everything is, and they're worth a whole lot of close to millions of dollars now. But just want to get your quick thought on that, okay? Hold on. Hello, can I get your thoughts, please?
Doris, you're speaking to Doris?
I understood that. I asked.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were speaking directly
Okay,
to me.
hold on, please. Go ahead, Miss Hitchcock.
Well, I'm just hoping. I have faith that people will understand that this is a battle. This is where we draw the line in the sand. They've driven so many young people out of the city of Detroit, and this is a fight for our survival. We got to step up. We cannot wait for somebody else to do this because nobody else is coming to save us.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do this. It's not a question of, let somebody else do it. That's not it.
Yes.
We have to all get in this effort and push this effort forward and be successful. There's no other way. It's just something that just has to be done.
What if somebody tells you, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what the people, we've been good to the citizens of Detroit. Look at me. I'm doing well. I got my home, my family doing good. So I don't know what they're complaining about. I've been able to buy me a couple of extra properties and stuff because the properties, been put up. The land bank has been doing good. Is the land bank connected at all with this?
The land bank is a lot of the problem because that's where properties end up a lot of times before they're sold. In the land bank, there was an audit in the city of Detroit recently, and some people were even indicted. There's much corruption in the land bank. If you will remember, be it Reagan, Kwame Kilpatrick is in jail for 28 years for doing 1/10 of what Mike Duggan has done in the city of Detroit. People don't seem to understand, and a lot of this is connected with the Land Bank Authority. Land is important. Land is crucial. Land is that deal. If you got land anywhere, you can go places. So the Land Bank Authority gets money from the federal government, and they're asking for that additional $250 million proposal in to go into a department which will operate much like the Land Bank Authority.
Okay.
The current Land Bank Authority is so corrupt
Mm-hmm.
that they've decided to dissolve it and move the employees over to the city of Detroit, and it's nothing but a continuous scheme to strip black people of their homes.
Okay. In about 3 minutes before you go off, I do want to run that commercial one more time. And just as I go off, I want to run it again because, again, that is so important. We want to fight. We don't want to sit back. We want to fight.
Not this time.
This is fighting. You say we want to get out early, not wait until it's almost there. We want to get out early. We want the folks to know this is not an option. This is not an option. When you are wanting to pass your generational wealth on and they're taking it from you and they owe you money and they're still taking your home, and when people were asking, well, what can we do about the fact that you've overcharged me, I couldn't pay my taxes, I've got family out on the street, I want to be made whole. What can happen, Miss Agnes Hitchcock?
We can get up and fight back.
Get up and fight
Every
back.
day that we get up, it's a battle.
It's a battle.
It's a fight. We have to put a stake in the ground. We need a win. We need a win to give people hope. We need a win to give people courage that if we fight back, that we can be successful. We need a win to keep our people in their property. We need a win to stop them from stripping us of our tax dollars and using them to benefit of other people.
Can we depend upon the folks that we can look up and say, oh, look at them, they're successful. Oh, look at them, they're running a company.
And
Ooh, look
you know, there's this trick that is used on black people in a lot of cases.
Explain that.
When you're screened out,
Mm-hmm.
they always need an example to say that if you had just done what you were supposed to do,
Yes.
you could succeed. That's a scam. That's a 3-card Molly on you.
Right.
Because there's only a few people that they're going to use as an example to say that apparently you're not working hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we get, we work harder, we work longer, and we always have to be on the lookout for being screened out. So even if they give a contractor, give a contractor a job, Detroit is a 85% plus black city. What are you talking about that 6% of the jobs or contracts went to black people in the city of Detroit? That money that they're spending is spending that was meant for black people in the city of Detroit. So we're not going for that switcheroo. We're not going for that scam. We're not having anybody run one of those, those Ponzi schemes on us.
Yes.
We know what the deal is. The only way that we're going to be able to keep our property and make sure that the people who have been harmed is to fight back.
I need you to hit that Saturday situation one more time as we're getting close down, and I do want to hit your announcement one more time, please.
Okay. Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, we are going to meet at 7 Mile and Myers. 7 Mile and Myers. There is a large home improvement store on that corner. We're going to canvass the area, go out into the area, and notify the people. This is a call to action. This is boots on the ground. This is the time that we have to step up to defeat Proposal N. We cannot have our block club presidents, our association presidents, our politicians, our ministers telling black people in the city of Detroit to support Proposal N because it is not good for us. As a matter of fact, it's detrimental. So the people actually have to hit the ground. We must hit the ground in this particular instance and go out and put the call out.
Yes.
Warn the people. Proposal N is no. Proposal N is nothing. Proposal N is negative for our community. So when we see that on the ballot in November, we're to vote no on proposal N.
And we want you to contact Miss Hitchcock and find out how you can get this. Give them information about how to get this commercial so they can pass on to their groups and to their friends, Miss Hitchcock.
You can send an email to me at makeuswholedetroit@gmail.com. And makeuswholedetroit@gmail.com. Send me.
Go ahead.
And I will send the commercial to you. I will send you the flyer design. I will give you any kind of information that we have. And we do have information that's going to make us successful at this campaign.
And if you want to do it your own self with you and your own group, make up your own stuff to get out there and vote no on N, is that okay with you?
Oh, absolutely. We encourage that. I never have to hear from you. You could put a yard sign in your yard that you made. Everybody can do something. You can call your neighbors. You can call the block club president. You can
call Miss Hitchcock at
313-874-2792.
I got to let you get ready to go because, again, and don't forget Tuesday, she'll be on 910 with Bank-L-A, and I want folks to know Bank-L-A also have a history with TV 33 from back in the day, about 2005, 2006. Bank-L-A used to come in late night, be with the station with Hodo.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to let you go. I got to get the commercial on.
Hold thank you so much.
Okay, hold on. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
What the? Who the blankety blank does that? Who overcharges Detroit property taxpayers more than $600 million, then refuse a refund or a tax credit? Who then asks for $250 million more in property taxes for blight? Don't be bamboozled. The Mikey cartel is the who. Who continues to approve property taxes for a gang we do not trust to spend our money? Homes stolen for property taxes we never owed in the first place. Land Bank Authority out of control, taking people's homes. No real contracts for our black businesses, and few if any jobs for those who pay property taxes. Proposal N is a property tax scam. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election. Vote no on Proposal N November 3rd in the general election.
Share this information with your friends. Share this information with your friends. This is a fight. I am Billy Jones. This is Talk B. Jones again. We're on the air on Wednesdays from 10 to 11. We have a repeat broadcast from 8 to 9 on Sunday nights. Quickly, who am I speaking with?
This is Charlton.
Got to go. Okay. Got to go, Mary. Okay. Family, it's been really wonderful. We'll be back with you next week. Bye now. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and